And Flutterdash secures the first. Good morning. Hello there. Alright, there we go. Alright, yep, we got the bug. To the character selection and back. Alright. So, start thinking about things on the list that you want to, anything specific you want to talk about. Get some notes written down. It's always better to pre-do your homework, so if there's any file paths that you need, make sure you have them. And I'll do the same with what I'm on my end. All right. Are you here to pick your items? No. What would ever make you think that? Alright, we got those. Storage, Medea. Oh, we had crafted them all, so I need to get more cotton at some point. Alright. Then let's head over here.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
Alright. Let that go through. Let's grab our accessories. We're gonna go do our farming stuff first. Alright. And then go up here. Oh, actually here. Rewards, challenges. Oh wait, did I already claim that for the day? I guess I was here at 8 o'clock. Holy crap. Move. And shove those up there too. Alright. So all that stuff's off of us. Let's head over to the farmer. So we've got 40% of one. So we may end up spending all 3 hours trying to get that last percent. Because guess what? Whale spawned again at like 1 a.m. I was up, but I didn't go because I said, screw it. I'm not going to get up at 1 a.m. and go sit for an hour and a half on that. I'd rather try to not off because it was like close. We'll say close to 1 a.m. when I saw the ping. I was like, I'm not doing it. So we missed out on another day of whaling. because of really late spawns. Whoops, you don't need to be in there. Alright, time to breed up. I believe we are planting. Yeah, we're planting. We're still in the breeding phase. I'm debating on changing up how I do this. If I may do plot by plot type stuff. Basically farm up whatever the... So if a thing takes 10, we farm up 12, and then we plant a full thing. Again, this is where finally having stackable seeds would be huge. Because then we could just farm up, you know, our stacks and then plant when we want to plant, and we wouldn't have to worry about, oh, well, I need to rotate this out so it doesn't hold up my inventory. Everything else stacks in this darn game. Why can't this? You know? Yeah, they toned down the minigame for sure. Because we're not getting that. We used to get the 3-4 batches of them. Quite a lot. That. Alright, so... plant the peppercorn. And so that is exactly what we're gonna do. We will work on these one by one until we get up there. Well, congratulations, Zoo. Is it a boy or a girl? Har. Laugh it up, Fuzzball. Yep. You are probably one of the lower ones, special, so we'll just go ahead and plant you. So we're done with you. All right. Time to mistake. You want a frigate? Going for the Valor. All right. Well, son, you are in for one heck of a ride. So now the question is, are you going to do the 2 billion silver aspect of getting one, or are you going to go grind out the materials to make the thing? Because the choice is yours. Gonna grind centaurs. Alright. We're going the money route. Alright. Let's head down there. Yeah, that'll definitely be a bonus. Alright. So let's go over here. Get ready to take on the wolves. Alright. We need to grab our artifact. We got the crystals. Artifacts. Hunting. We got 2 Spectre's energy in 1 hour. Oh yeah, polys can be pretty rad for that. Polys can be pretty rad for that. Alright, we don't need the accuracy. Spectre's energies are only for, selling anyway. You're not making that weapon. That weapon is so irrelevant nowadays. That's why it's just a, that's why it's just a vendor item. Spectre's energy... You won't ever craft a Black Star weapon. Statistically, now it's going to be cheaper for you just to buy a Tet Black Star than it is for you to go out and craft a Tet Black Star. Oh yeah, today we're starting at Master 69.34%. Because you have to realize, a Tet Black Star is a pen dandelion weapon, but slightly better. So it still requires quite a bit of setup for it. And that is not something that is easily obtainable. So you're better off just quickly farming up 12, 15 bill and just buying it. Yeah, he should have, he has his free one. He's got the main hand. We got him hooked up for that. Yeah, that's gonna take a minute for it to get up there at this point. Really don't want to pull this guy. Of course I missed the one shot I had loaded up. Over here. Yes. But you won't be able to dummy train for all 2 weeks. You have to remember, servers shut down, so you'll have to be able to remote in to check on it or log back in to set up for your crews. You only be for a week? But I'm saying, are you going to... It's 7 days and 6 nights, but where does the cruise leave and begin? That's the issue. You have to be able to log back in by Wednesday. So as long as you can remote in and get it logged in on Wednesday, then yeah, you can dummy train the whole time. Just make sure that you have it. You set your original timer to Tuesday at 4 a.m. to stop dummy training by, and then have enough books already in your inventory to go from Tuesday after login till you get home, or Wednesday morning after login till you get home. Oh yeah, I need to complete the quest. I forgot. Leave Saturday, get back on Sunday. Okay, then yeah, you need to set it up from Saturday to Tuesday and then Wednesday to Sunday. Take it from me. Put it on your hotbar. Easiest way to do it. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't pop them all, you will eventually spend them. You will eventually dummy train at some point soon. So, you'll be buying day books, and then you'll be buying, you'll be probably buying some, like, 5-10 hours. You'll break it up, but you'll need to calculate the total time. Trust me, as a master of doing this, I used to do this every weekend when I would go up to the ex-girlfriends. I was a master of playing BDO on TeamSpeak. Or not TeamSpeak, TeamViewer. And then I learned about AnyDesk, and then I was like, wow, this is like infinitely superior. It actually runs. The other one, you can't do crap on. It's another version. It's just something, it's another type, but I prefer it over the other. Stupid deer got the bullet. Alright, come down here so I'm not actually up here shooting at that stupid Shadow Lion. I think I pulled the rhino. No, I did not. Alright. Alright, I just need to switch over to the Lifestone before we butcher. Or now. Great. You can set it where, once you know it, it'll automatically log, as long as you trust the system, it'll let you log in wherever. So, like, on my phone and my, laptop, I can log into this computer without having to enter passwords. Just click on it and it'll auto-log in. I prefer AnyDesk over TeamViewer. TeamViewer isn't bad depending on what you're doing. I don't have experience with the Chrome one, so you have to. For me, it's about trying to keep Black Desert easily functioning. Well, that was easy. It's had the most success for me on the going from Mac to PC, to be fair. I haven't really had too many hiccups. The only time that it sucks is if the Wi-Fi is not super strong on it. It's a little bit annoying to have to... It starts getting delayed a good bit, and you have to log in and out a couple times, you know. Like, if I was changing out my trade run, it would lag by, like, the third set of crates that I was trying to transfer into the inventory. I just have to relog the AnyDesk real quick, and I could get it back into real time. That, what I think was more of an internet issue than an application issue. Right. Mephisto kept you up late, or did you keep Mephisto up late? There's a difference. What did BDO cost you? Everything. Yep. So true. Akgor has been purchased? Yes. And now more has been set up to be purchased. Oh, hey. Our, wolf friend, thing is back up. Pull all 10. Come down here. He bought another mystical feather. Mythical feather. Oh, for the horses? That's cool. Master 30 hunting! One more level. One more level. You would turn around. Butt munch. Probably processing or fishing is what most end up being. Occasionally it's gathering, depending on how much gathering you do. That makes sense. Whoop. Get that 30% buff. Yeah, it'll slow down a little bit now, but I mean, it's more about the contribution than it is the EXP. You'll hit 62 today? Nice. Getting that grind up. Making gains, man. Aw, crap. Well, we're doing this fun mode. That's what I do. You get a lot of those. You'll get a lot of 7s. The Book of Combats and the Book of Lives are amazing for characters. The Book of Life's amazing for characters for things that don't stay logged on long. So those are always super helpful. But I agree. We've talked about this a lot on if the books should give you just the 7 days worth of charges and not count down. Versus having the timer, but you can use it as many times as you want. Both technically give the same thing. But you're less pressured to have to use the first one. The first option. How does Chloe not know about Yawning Hedgehog? Miss all min-maxing artifacts and stuff? How in the world? Wow. Okay. So, Yawning Hedgehog is an artifact set for gathering that is very freaking good. It's gathering drop chance, it's energy recovery, and EXP. Yawning Hedgehog is Iridescent and Luck. And then it's Gathering Mastery, Gathering EXP. Oh yeah, no. It's not a new Hedgehog. I mean, we wouldn't put it past him, but it's not another Hedgehog. We'll do one more lap, and then I'll go kill the, we'll go kill the, Shadow, Wolves. Another busy day, but at least I'm at home. I mean, at least you get to work from your underwear. That is a positive. Why won't this third bullet load? Jeez, come on. That's unfortunate. Okay. Head back around. Pull you over here. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what's going on. That poor deer just yeeted in for its dear life and horribly regretted it. What's in the box? Honestly, I'm not even going to cloud my inventory with the junk from the deer. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's probably time you start doing those. Alright, we're gonna go up here and go kill the 10 Shadow Wolves. Nah, it's super cheap in how actually toxic leveling up the matchlock can be. And you also don't have probably using memory fragment or artisan memories, which makes that super easy. Alright. Time to gather up all our stuff. Alright. So let's check in. We are currently at 24%. Alright. And the first hour is not even done. Alright, let's go ahead and complete the hunt. Dirty bean water. Yep. I mean, is there even such thing as clean bean water? Really? Interesting. Who are you gonna go see? It's either. Okay. We take them when they go easy like this? Alright, moving on. Ah, appreciate that it let me just use the BSR to its back like that. Today I'm gonna have to min-max my time with guild buffs, so the next time they come up in about 4 hours, I'm gonna have to do a lot of cooking and alchemy during that. I only rolled up here because I knew this thing was about to die in a shot. Leave the deer, not even gonna care. maxed up. So we'll only probably need to do 1 more hour today here. Then we'll go burn our energies elsewhere once we hit Guru 1. Probably log over to the Valk and go grab meat somewhere. Or actually, you know what? I may need to... I have to go look at my Pure Powder Reagent and Sunrise Herbs. I may have to... I think it's actually going to depend on my Purified Water selection if I need to make more Purified Reagents or not. I know I need to gather some Ash Sap, most likely. Actually, you know what? See how quick we can burn this guy down. Oh great, we got both of them somehow up here. Alright, well let's get out here where we can play. Get that third bullet loaded in. Stop being stupid. Oh, I got stunned when I went to reload. Okay. Let's go ahead and gather this real quick. I will have to say, one of the biggest quality of life changes I've seen is not needing to have to go gather. This stops troll blood. So I don't ever think I'll ever have to gather this type of blood ever again. As long as we hunt Shadow Lions, we'll never need legendary or Tyrant's blood is what this makes. So that pretty much takes out a full gathering thing I had planned on. Because Trolls is such a very easy rotation to roll around on. Okay, repair. Hello there. How's it going? How you doing today, Nugget? Ow. Why'd that stun me from behind? Been long. Nugget is tall. Nice. Alright. This is gonna go south. We're pulling you down here. I just see myself ending up shooting that stupid shadow line. Then I have to deal with both of them. Doesn't even show that we're going into ads. That's odd. Unless I missed the pop-up notification. Alright, we got the boss taken care of. Nice, welcome back. It's weird because I didn't see the pop-up for the ads. So what are you up to today? Getting ready for stuff today. Nice. Not much. Come here. Why'd you have to roll that way of all things? Come over here. Thank you. And then we're just gonna face tank this next shot. And pop. 60%. Almost there. So we'll definitely do one more hour, because we're not going to get 40% in 10 minutes. This is Black Desert Online, or also right now we're playing Call of Desert Online. We're playing Hunting Simulator 2024. Shadow Wolf Edition. Keep away from the secondary Shadow Wolf. Tag, you're it. But it's a MMO that I mess around with. Can chickens kill you in this game? Yes. If we want to call them chickens. Oh, let me put it this way. Big birds can kill you. We'll loosely call them chickens. They're more like chocobos. But not. I mean, yeah. Big Bird is a dangerous puppet. You just shot. Fraction of a second earlier, I'd have got the back attack on that. Yeah. Legally, too. He's huge. Oh, wait, I need to go do the Feather Wolf quest. Or Shadow Wolf quest. Yeet! My guru yet? Thune. Very Thune. Somewhere in the next hour we'll get it. But we'll grind out 2 hours at Lions, and then that final hour we'll go do something else. Alright, I'm gonna be cheeky here and I'm just gonna kill him. And I'm not gonna loot him. There. Because I don't feel like pulling anymore. Wait, what? Mirror, over here. Shoot you in the face. Come here. There we go. So far today, no lion heads, but that's fine. To be honest, I'm to the point where I kind of don't need any more lion heads. I need breaths more than I need anything else. And hides. Just breath and hides is really what we need. Because I've now got enough heads to do whatever I want with. It's just needing the things to send them all the way up. So we can make the master stuffed head. Well, there's two drops here that you're after for things, which is The lion head, the stuffed lion head, and then the breaths of Narcon. Which I think I looted some. Yeah, these. So you get a trophy item called Stuffed Lion's Head, or Stuffed Shadow Lion's Head, and then we need their hides to move it up, and the breaths to create the artisan and the master version. Collect their dice. Reload. Which this kind of sucks, because it makes me realize that all I would have needed to do is 1 hour here. If we'd have gotten to go do whales. But we didn't. It's probably muscle mass and body design is what makes them capable of doing such things. Eat. Over here. Really? Really? I couldn't get one crit to finish it off? Alright, move around. Pull him back here. Listen to car, little song for an hour straight. Alright. Happy Lion Destroying, thank you. Enjoy your day. Good luck on your day as well. Listening to the car little song for an hour. Yeah, there you are. Dodged. BSROP. Now we're gonna wait for all the buffs to cycle up. Because I think the scrolls haven't gone. Nope, the scrolls are up. Alright, we're gonna go. Knockor has been purchased. Alright, we're in our final hour. Starting now, we've only got 17% left. 17 more percent, and then we hit Guru 1, and then we're just gonna ride out this 1 hour regardless. So we're gonna do 2 hours of Shadow Lion hunting. So our final hour, we'll go do some other stuff. Today we've got to craft, not only do we need to craft King of the Jungle Hamburg, we need to craft, we got to do all of our alchemy stuff today. And then, what else? Yeah, today we'll do the alchemy and the, alchemy and the cooking, so I'll finally be able to get my own, daily turn-ins rolling. Stop buying stop buying Valencia meals. We may try to start on the, there's a hunting main story thing that I need to do, or a hunting main quest that I need to pull off, so that I can start getting dailies down here. Or just in general, that are family-wide, so we might end up starting that on the Valkyrie. Because I don't want to blow cake buffs on her. The idea is that, this is still going to get EXP and a crap ton of it, so... Wow. That desync is BS, because it had me as if I was behind it, but I was in front of it. could really use another run of breaths would be great. If I could get another proc of those before we're done today. Because then I could craft a couple of the lion heads. I think I have the hides to craft 1 or 2. I'm actually not 100% sure. I know that with all the butchering we've been doing from this, we've got a lot of fire horns that have come in, which is great, because that's now cooking stations for, or, well, more alchemy stations than anything, up from the Land of Boring Light. I finally kind of got used to their BS and what to look for. So, it's become... Finally got easier at, you know, actually knowing how to do this. So, I would hope after spending like 5-6 hours here we get it. Now, I still screw up and get too close to like those because I'm not paying attention to exactly where I'm rolling. I think it's like any grind. Once you set into it and you realize what you're doing, everything comes easier. Also, I will say, there is a bit of RNG to this. Unless somebody can tell me how to trick them to do that jump right there every time. Because that's the best time to kill them, is when they do that roar. You can get all your shots off. Once I get Guru, I probably can one-tap them, or near one-tap them. In a combo. Because if I can get all 4 shots off on the back attack during that roar, would be ideal. Because, like, sometimes I can get them to do this, or they just sit there and they'll do that swipe the whole time. Which gets quite annoying. Because they just constantly sit there, swipe, turn, swipe, turn, swipe, turn. And you just have to face tank them and just shoot them in the face at that point. Shoot them in the face hole, not the butthole. And we're just gonna kill him. There's no point in trying to play the game with him at that point. I think repetition's key to anything when you're trying to learn how to kill these things. Yeah, what's up? Boom. No, there is no hunting minigame. Yay, thanks. We've joined Team 4Shot. Finally. So the hunting minigame is actually the sniper rifle, by the way, is what I would classify it as. The sniper rifle is really the minigame of hunting. Because you have to play with the scope and how to... No, Guru Hunting gives you the 4th shot. But there is no physical minigame for, unfortunately, for hunting. And it pays off to have that 4th shot. Oh. Yeah, thank you. We only needed another 10 minutes, which was sad. Of the hour. But I mean, we're gonna just do it anyway. Oh, I'm pretty sure you could get far more than 10 from a minigame. So if the minigame procced, imagine if the hedgehog and the minigame procced on this. You would probably end up with about 40 heads. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like a ton of money. And like, the thing is we can say it's easy 20 bill, but you have to think all the stuff that's required to do that. You couldn't make 20 heads. I mean, you probably could because you got the other stuff proccing now more often. Because, like, it depends on your breath intake. If you get a bunch of procs on breaths at that point, then sure, you could probably keep up with the heads. But currently, I can't keep up with them. Yet. I think that's going to be a mastery difference in the end. Getting that to eventually creep up. You'll be able to get the... You'll be able to get the tigers built up at some point. Well, that escalated quickly. You've got to come over here. Holy crap. You're broke? What'd you do? You need Manos accessories? Really dumb question. I assume you have the Flamos or whatever the free accessories are. Floramos? Floramos? Yeah, Floramos. Lightstones. Yeah. That's also a thing. The one I'm running's not cheap. I mean, really, neither of the hunting ones are cheap. So I'm running Canine's Tooth, which is crit, iridescent, hunting, and hunting mastery. I mean, the iridescent's really the expensive part of that. Purified Lightstones, you can either pop them for the RNG chance or you can sell them off. It's whatever you want to do. Basically, they sell for more money as a Purified because of the RNG chance, or you go after the potential chance of Well, that iridescence, I mean, you'll get many more sets that are going to need that iridescence, so don't ever worry about the fact that you have 2 iridescence. Here, let's show you how many I have. We have 1 iridescent in my hunting EXP set. I have 1 iridescent in my cooking my cooking, processing, and alchemy life set. I use the same. If you place it iridescent weight, then all you have to do is change your other one on the right side, which is cooking mastery and this. Those 3 can be changed out for alchemy and processing. All use the same part of set, so you only need 1 iridescent there. I have an iridescent in my gathering, which is iridescent and luck. Goes into this side. Then I have one for, well, alchemy's still the same. Demi-human has one right here. So the one for the demi-human damage has an iridescent cooked into it. My comma damage has an iridescent baked into it. My fishing has an iridescent baked into it, which you can't see. It's actually on the, it's actually on my fisher. And my trade has an iridescent. So I have several iridescents. Honestly, my farmer's just gonna get an iridescent at some point for the extra, farming mastery. I just need to get another one. You're gonna gamba? Good luck. Maybe you get a strike. Maybe you get something that's actually important. You went to Jade? How'd that go? You got 1 iridescent in 2 hours. Most of my iridescent drops came from Nuver, believe it or not. I got like 3 iridescents doing Nuver. I was like, well, alright. I mean, I'm not going to complain, Bloodstorm Nuver, but cool. Yep. The Comma-Sylph damage ones are kind of hard to get. Well, time to throw those in a life EXP set artifacts and throw them on your sailor for now until you get, Oh, I think my sailing has an iridescent in it, too. Yeah, fourth shot OP. It allows us to burn him down right at the end. Stop turning around. Oh, and then of course you go that way. When I'm not behind you, you decide to bounce back. Of course. By the way, what is my mastery now? 1630. So I'd be 1650 if I had a Vel's Heart on this thing. Or not a Vel's Heart, a Garmoth Heart. So if I was on, I'd be 1650. Okay, so theoretically for... in one more level... why did that not one-tap you? Whatever. I could probably use my Valkyrie down here and get another bracket off of Mastery. Yeah, Centaur belts are volatile, by the way. I remember the days when they were 30 mil. Alright, I think we can turn our contrast back down to normal after this lion. Daylight's enough. Alright, let's turn our settings back. It's finally... yeah, it's bright enough. Because it's around 8 a.m. it finally comes tolerable again. Grind him down into powder. Not even joking. Grind him down into powder. You're gonna need a bazillion of them. Because that's what's eventually gonna fuel your Vel's Heart. Or any other alchemy stone. Your Treant's Tear, it's gonna fuel that. Yep. Just grind them down. Come on, can I get a full reload, please? Yeah, see, a full reload on a bounce back, we can kill the lions now. This is great. I don't remember. All I know is I ended up with about 6,000 after my polys grind. It takes 300 to recharge a alchemy stone. Alright, I'm gonna go do that because I think that buff is off on me. And we've only got 30 minutes left, which will get me a buff pretty much throughout the rest of the hunting. So let's go gather 10 of you guys. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I ain't got all day. Yeah. I recharged my Vel's Heart and my Treant's Tear with them. You sense a, it's a, enemy. It's a boss monster. So somewhere around you is a, is one of these things that's gonna say it's gonna say boss above it instead of wild, and it's basically gonna gather more of, it's gonna give you, more loot than the normal mob. It's worth killing. I mean, dude, stuff was a lot cheaper back then. They didn't have the inflated Cronstone price BS that they have now. They've literally got artificial inflation in here. They've raised since I got my Vel's Heart, they have raised premium costume prices 3 times. Put that in perspective. So, you would want to look around the area. So let's say you kill this rhino right here. And you get the message popped up. Somewhere around in here would be a boss monster. It's going to be glowing a green particle, and it's going to say boss above it with the title of Grass Rhino Boss. And you would be looking to kill that, just kill it, and it's a normal mob. We'll probably get one here in a few minutes on my shadow line. We haven't had one in a bit, and I can show you what I mean. Yep. It's in view of wherever the last mob you killed. It's not too far off. It's always within view, and it's somewhere in a 360-degree circumference. Like, if I just killed that, it would be from here. It would be somewhere around here. I would see the boss. Hello there. Good morning. Of course we don't get the back attack. Stream's going good. We got Guru 1, and now we're, finishing out our hour. We got 30 minutes left. It's been chill. We got Guru about 15 minutes ago. So, officially Guru. Almost Guru 2. We'll actually probably get Guru 2 today. Nice. Congrats. It's one of the life skills that I've been putting off getting Guru that I knew I could get Guru on. Nice. You could have used that at Artisan, though. Artisan 10, you can use the Master Matchlock. I've got 2 of them already with Rarer Hearts in them, and I've got 2 more that are just normal Master Matchlocks that we use on our, that we use when we're out doing whales. I have 4 for that, so... 2 Rarers. I'm gonna get a 3rd, so that technically that's a 5th Matchlock for free. Nice. Normally, I mean, here on NA, it's faster to get a base and just enhance it up than it is to get a plus 10. We're skipping over that because I don't want the deer meat in my inventory. I need to do another couple seasonal characters to get inventory space for my Mystic. Then I can carry that. Nice. So I'll be here for lion meat. Is what I'm here for. You can snipe, but I mean it's the same. You're doing basically the same thing. You're basically making Valencia meals if you're hunting lions. You've got blood, so that's, I believe, wolf blood, or this is tyrant's blood, so you'd be making tyrant blood alchemy stuff. You would be trying to sell the heads, potentially. But you're going to have a lot of hides and breaths of Narcon to do that as well. It's kind of a, what do you want out of it? Like, today I'm hoping for 1 more breath procs so that I can get, my, I want to get my, I would like to make my whale decoration for my house, and then, make a, lion head as well. Rhino meat will just get flushed down into, some random cooking crap. I don't really use red meat that often. If I'm using meat, it's normally lion meat. If you notice, I blow by every rhino here on my way. Like, I'm exclusively hunting shadow lions. Because it's not about profit per hour, it's about items. What do I need the most? I don't need the red meat because I'm not going to make Balanos meals or anything like that. So, I'm here for the Valencia meal, so shadow lions only. And then when I really need to go degenerate, I go grind lion meat with a butcher's knife because of the minigame. Which is probably what we'll end up doing today, because I want to make as many Valencia meals as possible. Because I think I've got 40,000 of everything else that's needed, and I only like 30-ish on lion. So we're going to try to balance that out today. I mean, you can also just straight up sell. There's nothing wrong with just selling your rhino meat. It's a pretty expensive meat. And if the market's sold out, you know, it's easy money if you want to instantly do it. You know, I've got rhino meat, and deer meat just sitting. I'm not beyond going and making, you know, like Balanos meals, but I'll eventually need something for ship rations regardless, so So, I mean, I might as well think about making Balanosmius. Okay, so we got one. So we're sensing an enemy of Narcon. Now, we're just looking for a lion, which should be right here. There it is. So if you notice, there is a green aura popping around him. So it says boss, it's still a shadow lion. It still acts like a shadow lion. There's nothing special about it after this. We just don't want to pull this rhino. I'm going to try to get his butt off of this and come over here. But yeah, the green aura is what gives it away that it's a boss. Also, the big tag above its name says it's a boss. And then when you loot it, it's just a higher quality version of the other. So you get more meat per gather, more hide, more bloods, and more EX. The EXP values are higher. Now, I think where they messed up is this should have been giving you guaranteed breaths. So notice, I killed this shadow lion, and he ended up being right there in that bush. He could have spawned anywhere in basically this 180. He wouldn't spawn behind this rock. I have never seen it jump back there. That is a boat item. Zoo. It's used to craft, the boat gear. So if you notice, I only got like 36, lion meat from this one lion. Where the boss, I got 150. So I got 5 times the amount. Bosses either need to drop a guaranteed pity or they need to drop a breath guaranteed. I think is what they need to do. Because they feel not really like they're worth going after. And I mean, I will kill every one, but in the grand scheme, it's just a little bit more material and not anything special. I feel like if you get a boss, it should be special. Nice. With the Minecraft SMP, we're about to be doing a lot of AFK bartering. Actually selling. What do you know? Okay, you're too close. Come down over here. Hmm. 3.8's not bad. 3.8 is not bad. Come on. Has a 4.0? Well, I mean, he's also very smart to be able to have one. Keeping 4.0s are not easy. I would know, I did it. I mean, they should be. So, there are several different locations here. So, there's 3 here. There's 3 here. There's 1 right there. There's 1 behind this rock. And then there are 1 down there at the edge of that. Then there's several over in that region, up over in there, too. These are just 6 that I can kill in a continuous loop and not worry about that. Come on, get off cooldown. Use it, darn it. There we go. Alright, see you later. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Good luck with your hunt. Alright. Alright, I'd like to end this with one more quest that we're not going to pop, but we just want to have it queued up, ready for... ready for the next time we come down here to hunt. Can we get another round of breaths? That's the question. Can we get another round of breaths before we go? Hello there. Good morning. Hi. Come here. Sit down. Let's grab you. How's your grind been going, Chloe? Alright, we're at 14. We'll give it just another... We gotta wait for these elixirs to rotate off. And he came in like a wrecking ball. He's like, sup. I didn't even aggro you, but you're getting pulled. Now the grind for Guru 50 finally begins. Yep, we grabbed it this morning. In 15 minutes, I'm not sure if we can get that, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. We joined Team 4-Shot. Yeah, so we're now able to shoot things a little more efficiently and all that stuff. Wow, old man brain. Great, fun mode. There we go. Having 4 shots with this now really makes that buff very OP. That's funny. All right, cool. We got the wolf quest back. So we have that now for our next hunting session. Nice. Wait, did I actually just speed clear this? Holy crap. I actually will need, if I start using that buff, I'm gonna need to go extend. This one should be spawning up in just a second. Yeah, we're gonna try this. It's gonna be a little sus, but I'll try pulling him. Come here. Wow, he's not up. $312. It's about to start slowing down for you. 32 loot scrolls. Time to claim those and put them up for good use. Alright, now you're up. Maybe I pulled him by accident and didn't realize it? Oh no, look. That one right there hasn't spawned in yet. So yeah, I do need to go kill one more. Nope, never mind. It showed up. If I was to consistently pop the buff right, well, actually, y'all can't even see my bar. What's going on? I just realized that. If I pop my 3 buff right there, I probably would be too fast for the rotation, and I'd actually have to go down and grab that 1 or 2 down there. It really is.
Hello there.
Hello there. Because not only are you reloading faster, you're shooting, or you're doing more damage, you're shooting faster. Attack speed is very OP on matchlocks. Yeah. So, like, we just do 6, 3, that. You know, you can blast through them pretty quick. But to me, I think it's better if I'm going to pop it, I'm pulling 2 of them and just popping it right as I pull 2. This way I get the full section of my buffs up here to kill 2 of these things really quickly. But yes, just in general, the 4th shot is making a difference. I don't think so. Let's take you while you're bugged. All right. Down you go. Alright, Alright, we got 3 minutes left on our buffs. Can we get... Can we get lucky and get... Can we get another set of breaths before we leave? Yep, we got a boss. Alright, come on. Let's loot it off the boss today. Nope. Unlucky. Guru 2, though! Nice. Alright, so... 6. We're gonna pull 2 here, and I'm gonna see if this makes the difference. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much can burn 2 down pretty quickly with that, buff. So that's probably what we need to do with it. Which means we would need to extend to go further down.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes. Alright. Last one. I still got 30 seconds. We can get one more. We can get one more with all that. Yep. Perfect timing. Easy. Let's go ahead and repair all this up. Alrighty, let's get out of here. Keep forgetting she has a normal flute, so...
When we left, we had to leave everything behind.
Alright, so pretty good haul. 7,000, almost 8,000 lion meat, 21 gems. This is, money. 700 fire horns. That's nice. 5 breaths, so we can make 1 head, and I don't know if we can make anything else. So let's quickly get all this crap off of us so that we can go do other things. But we did it. We attained our goal. So hype to that. We're just gonna put that there, put that in there, put that in there. I don't know if we'll need it, but we're taking it. And then let's go over to the Valkyrie. And we may end up actually logging over just straight to the Witch. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go straight for it. We're gonna look while we're here. Alright, so this is what we want to look at. We have 8,000 lion meat. Alright. We have 23,700. King of the Jungle Hamburg. We have roughly 46,000, so I'm still 23,000 short on King of the Jungle to full out craft equally these. So we have those. We have 90,000 date palm wine, 50,000. We still need more fig pies because we've got to double this number here. This is where the cooking time gets put in, is you've got to double this to whatever this is. Date palms, though, are going to be kind of tough. Thankfully, we've been getting some brought in. But that's just a slow go. So if we need to go over this, we can. Plus, we still have the high quality ones up here. The mild date palm wines can also be used as a backup source. So I say let's just go right for the gutter on this. And let's go gather on the Witch. And do this till we end up. So basically it's just Valencia meals, Valencia meals, Valencia meals. Because that's great cooking experience. So as many as I can cook of this thing is going to be huge. Which is what I'm hoping to be able to do is we'll cook off as many as we can on this and then jump over immediately to alchemy, get my alchemy route planned out of how much we're going to do there. We'll probably burn off most of the oils, which will feel weird to zero out on traces or on fruits that deep. But as long as we keep an equal like progression of making all the oils all the way through, that's a bunch of EXP there we want to work on getting. So let's come over here, grab the... grab that, and then the... Gatherer's close is here. Which they all should technically now start staying. The Gatherer's and the Hunter's close should technically be staying in here. Alright. Whoops. Wrong one. Alright, crystal effects, we're good. Artifact gathering, best in slot, yawning hedgehog. We're gonna set this up for seafood cron, draught, and nothing else. Yep. Oops, it's 7. Drops the orb. Also, we need to turn Agris on. There we go. So now Agris picking these up is going to be huge for quantity. Especially because we got the butchering minigame. Hold on, I need to look at which way this was going again. Let's see here, Ragnosaurus. Okay, we follow it this way. Yep, okay. Whoops, I did not mean to pop the instant cast. Am I too fast for this? I might be... Hold on. No, I think I know what I did. I don't think I got the right pack. Because there's supposed to be 3 packs. That was 2. I grabbed the wrong one. That was pack 3 I killed. So this is 1. Yes, this is 1. Then out up here should be a... Or wait. No. What? What is going on? This was the first pack I killed, because there's my camel. What? My brain. One, this is 2, then I'm gonna go up to 3, kill a solo line. Okay, no, I am getting it. Them not all being spawned in was a major, like, Monka-S for me. Wait. I need to move this. I'm not doing Nuver anymore. I don't need my instant casts in my range 2. And this is pack 3. Okay, I've got them all. I was just... My brain was not braining for a moment. Where is he? There he is. Here's the solo lion. See, they're just spawning in, which is, like, getting me a little bit weirded out. Unless he's popping in and out of render distance is what it is, and that's what's making me think they're spawning in. Oop. Okay, Chain Lightning doesn't... Well, Ultimate Blizzard, sure. Okay, cool. Big spell. Totally didn't need that. It should, quotation marks. Oh wait, I'm in, I know why I'm not getting I was like, why isn't this showing up? Wrong skill set. Alas, a minigame. They do exist. Chloe, I don't know if you're still lurking, but the minigame was totally bugged, by the way. Because we definitely are not getting 3 procs anymore. On the farming thing. It's only procking 1 mole now, so it was bugged for a week. So we got Giga EXP for 1 week off of farming. What, for 1 week where they make it stupidly OP and then on the next week? No, we got it a week extended of the double of all the double events and stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. And we got a week extended of that. That's what I'm saying. All that was extended. For 1 more week. And it's been fixed since that patch. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, it's 1 mole now. I haven't even looked to see what this week's patch is gonna be. I need to. See what's coming. But I mean, it's been alright. It doesn't bother me. I found it interesting how all week long I was expecting to get 3 moles, and because the vent was supposed to still be up, but it's not. Not for that. Maybe they let it just be the double mini gathering games, but I mean, you would think that would apply to, you would think that would apply to, the farming life skill as well. Okay. Well, we definitely are not getting 3 moles anymore. That didn't get extended? So it was just the gathering one that got extended. The double gathering minigame. I see. Weird that they didn't do all 3. Just grab the scorpion while we're here. Okay. Then back to normal we go. To be fair, I didn't read deeply into it. I just saw where they said it was extended, and I was like, cool. Another week. And I didn't read any further, because I didn't think I needed to. Turns out, read the fine print. What the shit? Where'd you go? There you are. Right? Really? You just over there ignoring my damage? Man. Another week of Great's contribution would have been OP. More mini games would be great. Please, thank you. I mean, if I have to, I'll bring somebody else out here and gather more lion meat at some point. Hello there, good morning. How you doing today? Whatever class looks to be your power fantasy is the best advice anyone can actually give you. Do not play about meta. Do not play because of efficiency or what somebody else truly thinks. The best experience you can ever have in the hopes of actually staying playing this game is to find a class that fits your power fantasy. In the end, you can always play multiple characters. There's many different ways of trying out characters, so do notice this. There are trial characters you can go mess around with. Do not name them anything you would normally name them because they are still based on the server. So you will want to make sure that those are just random names that you care nothing about. Once you've deleted those characters, you can try out a bunch of stuff. A lot of different classes are fun. It's just what fits you the best. Yes, there will always be hierarchies of A class does better than B class at X spot. That will always be something in every game, but everyone seems to have their own little niche area where they're good at. No, it's not. Stop it. Which is not the best class. There's a reason why my witch is literally out here in the desert. Not because she's the best class. Witch tards are the best in Ash Forest. Decky Ash Forest. I mean, true. But does that mean they're the best class? No. It just means they are great at the one spot. Like I said, everyone's going to have their spot where they're great. You could technically say Guardian's the best class. Why? Because Guardian has theoretically the most spots at #1 trash loot next to Warriors. Any tips for noobs? Get in and experience the game. Don't get ADD when playing this. What's going to happen is, for most new players, when you get into BDO, the first thing that happens is attention deficit disorder. You'll want to go do everything. You'll start questing, and then you're going to want to level up a little bit. Then you're going to think about grinding mobs. Then the next thing you know, you want to grab some, yes, this is the full... Excuse. I'm being interrupted by a lion. Let's try that again. Okay. So this is the current world right here. So when I said ADD, it means you going around trying to, do too much at once, is what we're trying to say. Get in, play the class, get in, play around with a couple test characters, to kind of see what you might think you want to play. Then once you've done that, you'll start a character in the Ancient Stone Chamber, which will start you up over here. And it's going to walk you around and teach you the game as you do the Serendia, or the Balanos Serendia Calpheon quest chains. Then it's going to tell you to come over and do the Medea quest chain. Walk your way through that. Once you've done that, then you can really start thinking about other things. The other great tip for new players is always start a seasonal character. Seasonal character will get you caught up to a point right away because of how seasonal gear works. I am using, actually, seasonal gear on my character right now. And you'll be able to level this up easy. It's a pretty good way to get into the game. It's going to give you materials, resources, things that you need to get basic established in the game. And your first habit's going to be hoard everything. There's a reason the sell junk button is there. Yes, so it'll say seasonal, non-seasonal. You just click the seasonal check mark on it, and you'll take it into a seasoned character. But trial characters will not go seasonal, so don't worry about that part. Trial characters are great because you can go test a class out at 60, level 60, which is where they have all their skill points. So you get the feel of the power fantasy of the class without actually having to commit to playing it. Sorry, couldn't remember where I was in the rotation. Now, here's what you kind of want to notice. So, Ragnasaurus is a witch. Chloe's a Lan. I'm a Valkyrie. Let's see, who else is in chat that plays BDO? So you've got several different classes represented here, and we can all do different things depending on where we go. I know Zookeeper's a Valk as well, but I was trying to think unique classes. Hellcrest is Nova. So, out of all the classes that you have, I live in it. I mean, fair. Think about what you like. Do you want to be a tanky, like, sword and shield type user? Do you want to play around with a shield? We have 3 shield classes. Warrior, we have Valkyrie, and we have Nova. Then we have, caster classes, Witch, Wizard. You could kind of count Dark Knight as a caster class, not really. She uses a sword, but, her stuff is very magical forward sword stuff in her awakening. So, you've got, hippity-hoppity classes like the Sork. You've got ranged classes like the Archer, the Ranger to do, like, range stuff. And they all have different pros and cons to every single one of them. Like, there is no one perfect class, and honestly, when I tell somebody this, the reason why I say don't go down the meta line, because here's the thing. If you get told you want a PvP, well, then they're going to probably tell you go get the best single target or the best AoE PvPer. What's going to happen is you're going to get that character, and it may not be your power fantasy, and you get burnt out on it. You want to try to achieve what will get you playing the game the longest. What do you enjoy the most? Maybe that does happen to be the class you enjoy the most. Great, cool. A double win. But don't force yourself down I have to play this, because in reality, I only play PvE and WoW. I usually played Paladin as my main. Then, if you're used to playing Paladin, then probably Valkyrie is the closest thing you're ever going to get to a Paladin. Because that's kind of me. I'm normally the sword and board user to begin with. But you have other classes that will kind of give you a similar Paladin-esque vibe. But the part that you may trip you up might be the Lancia. Here, I'll just log over to her for a second so you can actually see what we're talking about. I wouldn't call this a Paladin. It's technically not. But it technically kind of is. Prefer non-squishy classes. So there's a class in the game called the Berserker. I have seen him with some astronomical level of HP. He wields dual axes, or he's got a hand cannon thing on his arm. That bro's a tank. But Valkyries can get quite tanky as well. So Valkyrie has basically a sword and board type class. Let me make sure that I'm not on cranked night settings for you, so this actually doesn't look horrible. There you go. So Valkyrie's like main shtick is her Christmas Tree Awakening, which only makes sense to those of us who've been around. But basically, her Awakening outfit looks kind of like a Christmas tree on her Lancia, so we always jokingly called that she was running around with a ginormous Christmas tree in her hands. But you have the main hand, which requires the longsword and shield, and then if you go to Awakening, it is the Lancia and shield. So She is a pretty tanky character. You have interesting movements in your class. You have a grab. You can be Captain America for a second and throw shields. Arguably probably the coolest looking skill in the game. You don't at me. Is her Gladius skill. Pretty okay grinder in her non-awakening, but, you know, when you can drop down 3 swords like this, who wouldn't want to play Valkyrie? But for me, I've always played traditional, which is with both. I don't play Succession or Awakening. It's going in and out of both for me, depending on the situation of what we're doing. So I might tag some mobs with some of the other stuff to finish them off, or, you know, whatever happens that need be. But I typically stay in the Lancia because this is where the bulk of her kit is. So being used to playing Valkyrie, we have, you know, a very interesting set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for certain people. So we have a unique power fantasy that some can recreate and some cannot recreate. We're one of the unique classes of currently a 360 guard. So I can be, if this is a person attacking me right here, she's attacking me, oh no, I could literally be doing this and I'm still blocking. I can, we've got a couple unique movement skills, so, I taught this to Zeus. So you have your normal dashes like this. You have your, charge from your Lancia here. But depending on how you get used to moving, you can actually cover a lot of ground with your skills. Learning how to move through mobs. We also have this absolute BS, which once you learn how to do that, which takes a couple skills, you can chain through some lower level mobs pretty easily with that, which if you ever hear people talk about the Valk train. But this is my main, this is what I've played. I'm not here to sell you on it, but this is, if you're looking for Paladin, I could probably say this might be it. I don't know if I could really say the Nova would classify as Paladin. Which is here. Because she gets basically a rapier, I wouldn't call it a full sword and board class, but she actually uses a mace, so, which is kind of cool, or kind of a flail mace thing. Nova is not on crack. That's a good way to put it. So this can be cool. Now, I don't know her kit that well. I was just playing around with it. This is actually a class I've considered tagging. So this is why I suggest that, let me talk about this real quick, because this is actually important. This is why I tell you that, you don't necessarily have to worry about a class right away. Once you find your first main class that you're interested in, you have, so let's say that class for you is Valkyrie, which is let's say it's the 65 here. You can tag a character once they are level 7, and then you can level it up. A second class of whatever you want, you can tag it, and it's going to get 1-to-1 experience. So your efforts as you're grinding on this, whether you like it or not in the end, is also helping you get the secondary class once you're in. The issue is this cannot be done on seasonals, because they don't want you to be able to double dip into this. Yes, 2 characters at once it's off non-seasonal. So for you, your goal is to go through a seasonal progression, because you need to suck it up through through Medea, because there's a reason for this. Once you get through the Medea quest chain, you're going to get the ability on the other seasonal tickets you have to do a simplified quest chain. What this is going to allow you to do is you'll go in through the first part of the tutorial in Valia, up to Valia. There'll be an NPC you'll talk to, and he'll ask you to do one of two quest chains. The normal quest chain is the way you just played it, or it's going to give you a simplified version, which is going to change the entire experience. Because you've beaten Medea before on your account, you're wanting to take the simplified quest chain. What this does is now it's going to give you a short list of things to do to beat the seasonal character, which will give you level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50, level 60. You get through those levels, and now it's just grinding. Or ask a friend, depending on what where you're at, for a power level. You can get power level to 60 in 1 hour, where it's going to take you a lot longer to do that your first time. But after that, you can get power leveled in 1 hour and be able to get through the seasonal journey. So once you've burned your seasonal tickets, because they don't hand them out often, which all you're after is the gear from it, realistically, and also the materials that you'll gain from doing the season progression pass. The progression pass, max level, there is none. The current highest one that I know of is 69 and something. And that is hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours of grinding. To get where I'm at right now at 65, I'm getting a percent at one of the best EX places with the current EXP buffs fully decked out. I get a 1.5% in an hour, or in 3 hours. Where I'm at. So once I hit 66, it's going to fall off to abysmal, and everything else after that is memes. The only level you need to worry about is 60 and 62. So here's the thing. 60 is where 99% of your kit is unlocked. By that point, which is the easy break point, if you're looking at just a few hours of playing, 60 gets you what you need. It gets you your full kit. You can do both quest chains to do your Awakening quest chain and your Succession quest chain. You can do that at 56, to be fair. But at that point, you have all your skill points at level 60 you're going to need to max it out. I'm on NA. Is where I hang out. That's where I play. As far as servers, you'll find me all over the place. Let's see here. Packer fan 1982, thank you for joining our quest. Welcome to the stream. Greatly appreciate it. If you're on EU, I can definitely hand you over to some really great people. Chloe and Ragnasaurus are over on EU. I don't know. I actually do know a C streamer that I could hand you off to get you over there. And as far as the others, I don't know any other. But yeah, I came here to show you Nova. You're in the US? Cool. Then you'd probably be on the North America server. So if you want a place to hang out, I definitely can assist with that. But like I said, Nova's got an interesting kit. Do I know it well? Not really. But it's always interests me. I think Nightbot is dead. Hold on. Or not Nightbot. I think Streamlabs is dead. Because I have noticed that we haven't been getting our follower notifications in chat. So let's go to Streamlabs real quick and reboot the bot. And then that command will work. It's also down at the below, somewhere like down over there. Well, over there-ish. It's an interesting thing. What I would recommend you do is start probably on the Nova. If that's something you're into, I would start on the Nova, get through that, and then probably level the Valkyrie to check her out. Yep, CloudBot has been turned off, so it needs to be rebooted. Now let's see if this is working. There you go. Now it's all back up and running now. Try out the Nova through your first progression. So, Succession Nova is an interesting playstyle. And then what really interests me is the Rapier is a much faster playstyle to her kit. So I'm very curious to try this out and mess around with it at some point. Whenever we get a tagging event, I will be tagging my Nova with my main gear for a while. Just because I want to see... Because this was one class I never got to full out play. So the way this works is we have 3 weapon types. You have your main hand awakening, which is what we use here. Let me move my camera over so it's a little bit different. So we're using this little mace thing. Now this is just garbage gear because I've never used this class. But this is what's used for your... This literally will feel like a 2 different play styles. So you have your main your main hand, which is going to be the main thing you're going to focus on regardless of where you are in the game. This will be your main, where a lot of the stats come from. Then the middle one down here is the awakening weapon, which is her rapier looking thing. It's not necessarily an advanced class. Okay, you got ads? I see them. I should have hit... we should have delayed them, but I didn't see the delay notification. Like I said, it's always interested me. All right, he's got 3 seconds at least on my end. All right, you should be free, I believe. So, the awakening weapon here is more like a rapier. Definitely more pokey, more stabby. This is definitely more brute force, tanky thing. But the reason why both are good is because one gives you the ability for, like, high-speed movement. You'll have way more, like, forward movement, where one's going to be more about standing in place. Unleashing fury from behind your shield. They both can cover a ton of ground, because, I mean, this dash is awesome. But it's just which one fits your playstyle, more. And then you have your offhand, which is the shield for this. And this is used in both. But there's something a little more to be said about this, which I need to show you from my main, so that you can see what we're talking about. So, this is something that is not taught in the game whatsoever. You only know this. You only get told this by people who know. Weapons work really weird in Black Desert, and this is why I say that one's more valuable than the other. To a point. And you'll see it by this. So, they have a really convoluted system of sharing stats, is the basic way of putting this. This is the best in slot weapon in the game for your main hand. And the reason why it's so OP is because of the whole block of text right there. That is getting added to everything. You're getting a percentage of that number being added to your other weapon as well. But because I know, based off of what you've said, chances are you're going to end up rolling the Succession skill set on Nova, and you'll never end up using this weapon, the middle weapon, here. This also gives you a much smaller block of text right about there-ish, a little higher up. That is going to be given to your other weapon. Then you're going to get half of this AP handed over to this in your sheet. So, we always tell people to focus on this main weapon first because this is the more important one because of all the stuff it does for you that goes to across the board. Then this wall of text is applied to both weapons regardless of what you're in. So, in importance, yes, you're going to want to work on all your weapons. You're going to be given one of these free black stars. Not pen, you'll get a free tet. You'll get a free tet black star, and you'll pick this for your main weapon regardless. This was something that was talked about and questioned a long time ago, and then eventually got confirmed. But this is not taught to you in the game whatsoever. You will not find a tutorial, you'll not find a quest where it talks about where these stats are going in your kit. The only way you know is to talk to somebody like me who's been around since the sands of time began. When light started and it said, "Let there be light," we were here. So, because you're going to be wanting to play potentially Nova, this is going to be more valuable for you. Now, in my case, because I play Valkyrie, and my main damage is coming out of my Awakening weapon, having this weapon higher AP than the Awakening is going to do me more sheet value because that base number is where that's going to all come from. Gearing here is going to be toxic and probably what pushes a lot of people away from the game, but there's a lot of things that are making it easier to do. New players cannot complain anymore about the general gear progression. You can go through and you can get 2 decently, we'll call near best in slot rings, which is the most ideal thing out of this, for free, quote unquote. You don't have to enhance it, you just give the thing the materials you need, which is given through this progression line here. Expensive, but it's still going to give you 2 rings along the way. They're giving you a free Tet Black Star, which is a huge boost to your damage right away. They're giving you they're even going to give you a free tier 9 horse when you reach level 60? I think the horse is 60 and then the weapon's 61. They're giving away, there's a couple quest chains to get free gear. You got the Magnus quest chain, which gives you one of the 4 pin pieces you need in the game. Yes, the horse is definitely something to consider. You've got another type of quest chain, which you'll probably get 2 more of your pin boss pieces from it, guaranteed. And then this is where the overwhelming information overload comes in, is the sandbox. See, I cannot in good conscience tell anyone to pick any specific horse. And here's why I can't tell you to pick any horse. Pick which one you like, is my advice. And here is why. At any point in time, when you are ready to make that jump, they are all sitting here on the market. While expensive, you can buy them at any point in time. Whatever you pick, though, pick the male variant. No matter what, pick the male variant. I have not seen a single male yet clicking through these. So it doesn't matter what you pick. So she's talking about the Ardronaut, which is the Pegasus. The horse selector is given on login. Never mind. Okay, you get it right away. So what she's telling you is on the horse, she's wanting you to pick the Ardronaut, which is the Pegasus-looking one. The reason is because it can slightly fly in the beginning. There are 3 types of dream horses here in the game. Horse number 1 is the Ardronaut, which is the Pegasus. Horse number 2 is the Doom Hell Horse. It has a 3rd burst, allowing it to cover the ground faster. Horse number 3 is the Dine, which is the unicorn here. This is the one that can go, through the desert at normal speeds, allowing you to traverse the desert much faster. Now, personally, I don't like this horse at all to start off with. Because 90% of the crap you're going to be doing is probably running around, which probably means this. If I could say, I wish I could tell you to get the unicorn for the desert travel stuff. This really depends on your progression of where you're going to play. If you're going to be doing a lot of desert traversing, the Dine is probably the most OP thing you'll ever have in your life. I can run from this point to this point in 2 minutes. Any other horse or any other camel will take over 5 to 6 minutes to traverse this, but I can do this in less than 2. I can come out of here and run up to Valencia City instantaneously. Because of the ground that thing can cover. But it is not... but out here, it's literally useless. The next best reason... The reason why people talk about this is not actually for the T9 functions, it's really the T10 functions. T10s, as a brand new player, are an absolute waste of time and resources and money. Do not try to chase them. They are not worth doing that right away in the game. You said don't get overwhelmed and try to do everything. These are more warnings than actually go do this. Is why we're giving you a lot of this stuff is more warning than information. Because when you start trying to get, oh, I'm going to go grab this horse. I'm going to go horse training. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to go explore the map. That's what we're trying to stop you from doing. And I'm trying to give you the idea how quickly you can go over. Your path is very simple here. At this point, it's create a Nova. Spend hours playing around with the breast and the butt sliders until you are perfectly happy and satisfied with the plot provided by the game. There's only one setting if you're a man of culture. It's max and max. And then go through, spend hours working on her face, and then, find the hairstyle, all this stuff. You can sit here and play dress up for literally hours in this thing, tweaking away at your character. Definitely a man of culture. Yes. So you can play with the hair, you can play with the color, you can do all this. Do not forget about the color palette. The color palette will allow you to make rainbow hair of whatever color you so desire. So make sure that you do spend plenty of time creating that perfect, wonderful woman that you're gonna eventually stare at 1,000 hours, or in my case, 1,500 days logged in the game. Then, for you, it's just go out and experience the story. Let the story tell you where to go. Side quests are not important, really, in the beginning. Yes, there's something to do, but if you start going down the side quest route, again, this is where the ADD comes in, you're going to end up in a place you're not meant to be. Because the story is kind of guiding you through where your EXP needs to be. The Season Pass also will tell you roughly where you need to be. If you're progressively working on it, when you hit the reward on that one reward, that next reward is probably telling you you need to level something up or you need to be grinding at this place. It will walk you through a general progression. You're going to be questing for a while. You're going to get a free horse. Go look at them all. I mean, I can show them all off right here because I own all 3. So here on the unicorn, let's just go ahead and bring it over and I'll show you all 3 so you can actually see them in action. Get over here. So the unicorn's on my main because I go out to the desert a lot. The only thing this thing is different from a tier 8 horse is the fact I can do this. Come on, kick off. I can do this in the desert. That's its only function, is allowing me to do this in the desert. If this was the tier 10, I could do this on the water. That's all this horse has advantage for me. That's its only function. It looks pretty, and it does that. So you won't get the value of this 90% of the places. Now, I'll show you the Pegasus. So this is the Argonaut. This is your choice again. This is up to you and what you want to do. This one can glide, or falling with style if you understand Buzz Lightyear's reference. This one is not as cool in its tier 9 form as it is in its tier 10. The tier 10 can literally hover, but this one literally has to jump off to get a glide. By the way, this is the Guardian class, which is not very Paladin-like or whatnot, but it's still cool. It does a bunch of damage. Alright, so this horse is the Pegasus. So, it is the same thing on land as the Dyne. Alright? It literally does the same exact thing. But let's show you why people prefer this over the other one. And now I'm flying. Or gliding. That is the reason why everybody likes this. But it's limited, and when the buff runs out, your horse will die if you're not on the ground. So there is a catch to this, but it is still a interesting horse because it allows actual flight. Now, this one also hasn't been leveled up all the way, so it's not as good as my other ones. But if you were to get this T10, you could definitely fly. I do not want to fly off that rock, because I want to keep my Valkyrie in town. But this is basically the same thing as the Dyne on land. Its only buff is when you jump corners. Now, if you learn all the little nitpicking areas where you can get the clear to get into the glide, great. It's great. It's wonderful. But most people in the beginning, as they learn the game, they're going to be spending their time on autopath. What does that mean? It means I want to go here. You'll click your autopath. And then you're going to be following this guideline, whichever one you pick, anywhere you go. So you're going to be stuck glued to this line because you're not going to know where all the shortcuts are. As you play, you'll learn them. But now, to be fair, let's show the... Let me bring my Corsair back from Valencia, or to Valencia. So this is the Doom, or the Hell Horse, however you want to call it. Yeah. And that I can completely value behind. And again, this is why I say, as a new player, you have to make the decision for yourself on which one of these horses you want. Now, this one is going to get you where you want to go a lot faster compared to the other two on land. Because this has a third burst, which you can actively hear when we start running. Game, don't do this to me. Get out of that not responding crap and load in. For general running around on the ground, Doom will be the best for that. The option, this is where the Doom and the Dyne differ. So Doom and Pegasus, or Doom and Unicorn differ, is are you spending a lot of time in the desert? If the answer is no, Doom is better. If the answer is I want to be a desert gremlin, Dyne is infinitely better. You can get a camel though. And the camel is really fast. Okay, I've got to actually hard quit the game. It froze. And we'll come back in. It's... As Hellcrest said, they're going to give you a T8 horse for free as you play up. That will probably be... a point where you go, okay, I look at this and go, all right, am I going to, because you can wait on picking which one it is. You don't have to pick this horse right away. It's also fantasy-based stuff, because if you like the desert mobs, once you get running around out there, you might go, yeah, I love these mobs. I want to grind around out here. This is a cool area. I don't know what type of area you like to grind in. For me, I live in Kamasilv. 90% of the stuff I do is in the Kamasilv region, down in that bottom area. I like the area. I like what it is. Is it the most efficient money for everything? No. Is it? I mean, I will go grind other places, but if I can, I prefer to grind the Kamasilv mobs. I just like them. I like the region, and I like that. Prefer light spaces, not dark. So, not the cave-based stuff. So, you won't really like the deserts higher-end places, which is Akhman, Histria, Piliku, Sulfur Mine, depending on where you grind in it. You could argue that it's not dark. So yeah, the desert stuff, once you get to a certain stage, is probably not going to be for you, because most of the OP stuff is below ground, where all the good spots are. Where surface-based stuff, like you'll see that a lot in Kamasilv, you'll see it in there are Valencia spots that are above ground. You'll see that in, you may not even like, although it is a great place, you may not realize that you're grinding in a dark spot, because Sakraya is a really interesting place, but it's an underground area. Say hello to the Corsair, by the way, while we're here. A very interesting class that is literally a frickin' mermaid. Quite a unique take for a class. Another character I really want to try tagged once we bring in a tagging event. So here is the Doom Horse. As you can tell, it's on fire. So that's your normal horse, right? It does this. That's what all the others do, the 2 bursts. But we get a 3rd burst on the Doom, which allows you to really cover ground fast. And if you get the tier 10, you get a 4th version of it. You just realized your Doom is female? Oopsies. Yeah, you kind of messed up for that. So it allows you to get around really fast on the ground. This is why I say, for most people who follow guidelines, this is going to be the fastest horse for you to own. So this is why this matters. Because you as a player, let's say you've been playing for a while, and you're ready to take them to their tier 10 status. Sex matters, believe it or not. And if we go down here to the horse market, this is what I was showing you earlier. Dream, gender filter, male. Out of all the horses that are listed, there are only 3 male horses listed. That's it. All the rest are female horses. Out of all these horses, they are all females. This is the most common horse to have and get, which is weird. You need the male in order to tier up to the tier 10. You need 1 male and 1 female. So knowing that the males are harder to get, getting one of those allows you to, at any point in time, whichever horse you pick, to just come up to the market and buy one of the 30s and walk away. And then go start smashing for your tier 10. That's why that's so important to pick the male over the female. Not saying it's impossible to buy males. There's 3 males on the market right now. So if you needed a Doom or a Ardronaut, they're sitting right there. And you could go buy them. But it makes it just more difficult to get. Other than that, they are identical horses. They will level up the same. They will still have the same RNG in their skills when they level up. Now, for you, because you're going to be getting the free one, it's going to come with all of its skills on it. You won't have to worry about the process of naturally raising a skilled horse up. It will come with everything. The difference will be if you ever buy one that's a base level, you'll actually have to roll the skills onto it. And there's a process for that we're not going to cover. But there is a way to roll these skills onto the horse. So this is why you want to pick a male horse right away, no matter which one you end up going with. So if the day ever comes, you're one step ahead of having the easy piece of the puzzle taken care of. So now all you have to do is just walk up and grab a female and start going for it. So the horse choice is yours. They all have their own advantages and their own unique characteristics. And eventually, if you really want to go for it, getting all three is advised, because if you get all 3 tier 10 horses, there is a legendary item that you get in the game, which is Krogdalo's Sanctuary. This allows you, no matter what character you're on, to summon all 3 of your tier 10s on any character at any point in time. That's cool, but that's a very expensive and long journey if that's something you're interested in. Being that I don't really care, I don't chase it. Because I also know someday down the road they're going to give those horses out for free. I'll just wait. I'm perfectly fine with my tier 9s. I'm lazy in that aspect. Horses are a means to an end to get me from one place to the other. Or, in this case, you're just going to do this. You come over here to the well, you're going to unlock this. This is the Magnus quest line. And it allows me to go from, note, I am right here in Valencia City. And in about 3 seconds, we're going to be somewhere else in the world. This is why doing the Magnus quest chain, once you've gotten into the game, is a later function, because it's going to be a grind to do this. Oh, look. I'm now here in Valia. We just, in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, went from here to here. This on my horse, running this path, because I'd had to gone up through here, would have probably taken me about 6 minutes to do. Maybe 5. To run that path on this dune. So, with having that, going from one place to another really quick, it doesn't matter which horse you end up using. By the way, this is the NPC you'll eventually need to know about for shorter quest chains. So, welcome to Valia. This is the home of all beginners, basically, at this point. And for a lot of old players. So, any questions you have, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to help out and guide you with hopefully a pretty level mind on where to go. Discord is open if you want to join it. Just go through, accept the rules, assign for... at that point, all you would technically need is the BDO role. The adventurer role gives you access to the majority of the basic general Discord stuff. And feel free to ask questions if you ever want to become a sailor, if you're a person who loves sailing. Fierce Hobbies is my name on there now. All right, cool. Awesome. Well, welcome in. Thank you for joining the Plot Hunter community. We appreciate it. Just make sure you go through and... no, you need to do this. So you need to type in, without the dash, you need to type in this command here. If I can actually, hold on, if I can spell. There we go. Type in that. That's the command you need to enter. And then you'll get access to the full server. There you go. So now you should have access to roll a sign. Go through that. The Black Desert icon is down there in the second tier. If you want to join up for the Sailies thing, like I said, if you want to become a sailor at any point in time, we do run Sailie groups for daily quests to go out and get sailing EXP. So if being out in the ocean is something that you enjoy or wanted to do, roll into that and you get notified whenever we're going out and doing our Sailie stuff. You don't have to, but it's just an option. That's part of the community thing that we're doing here is daily sailing quest runs. Which, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and go park my character here to grab those later. Sailing's a very unique thing. Definitely not the most bug-free experience you'll ever face, but it is, it's something else. Sailing's a very unique trait to this. But unfortunately for me, that is going to take care of my day. It is 10:30 pretty much, and it's time for me to go respond to my artist on some of my projects. So, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out today. I really appreciate it. We're going to shut X and YouTube down real quick, and then we're going to find somebody to raid here on Twitch. I will be back on tomorrow doing something. I don't know. Actually, tomorrow will probably be Nikkei because of the BDO maintenance. You too, Chloe. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I will be messaging you later. Me and Flutter were busy yesterday, so I did not have time to get to your message. Y'all enjoy your day. Thank you all so much. Let me find where X and YouTube are. They're over on this tab. We'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. my time, 3.5 hours ago your time. We'll be continuing on this grind. We'll be in Goddess of Victory Nikkei, so if you want some thick frickin' plots and all that bootylicious stuff, we'll be over there doing some of the stuff in that game tomorrow morning. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So y'all take care. We'll see you all first thing tomorrow morning.